Hey everyone, it's Cheryl Wright here from ideasforcardmaking.net, and I'm here today for Couture Creations, and I'm just going to make a couple of quick cards. I've made a couple of cards already, and these two are using the Australia the Lucky Country collection. So there's this one. Now, I don't know if you can actually pick it, but there's two separate sheets there, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'll try and get a bit better light on there because it's not real good, is it? Okay, and then I'll show you how to do this, and I've used the new Winkles from Couture Creations, and for this one I've used the clear. So that's, I don't know if you can pick, I think you can, yep, you can see that glittering on there. So that's the clear one. This is the other card I made using that collection, the Australian collection. You can see that beautiful glitter on that parrot, or sorry, on the galah I should say. And you can see better on this one that I've used two sheets. So I'll show you how to do those. Now, all of the greetings on there have come from either the happy birthday, or I think I used the congratulations for one. No, I did both of them, sorry, from the Couture Creations Happy Birthday collection. And I'm going to use the sympathy one for one of the cards that I'm making today. I'm going to try and do two. We'll just see how we go. Now this design, you only need scraps. The cards I'm doing now are going to be using the Vintage Tea collection. I've still got a few pages left in there, and I've got quite a few scraps, some from the 12x12 and some from the 6x6. So I'm going to use these two today, and this one. And I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one. And I'm going to use some of these scraps here, or I might use this one. I'm just not sure yet. Okay, so let's go. I'll just move that out of the way. Oh, and I've made this little thingamy with a couple of pieces of scraps that I had left, and I've just, I don't know if you can see that, I've just joined them together with a bit of sticky tape. Can you see that? I don't know that you can. It's a bit hard to see. You'll see what I'm going to do later, but I'm going to use one of the Winkles on one of these designs. So I'll show you that after. It's just sort of a very makeshift thing that I've done. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with this paper, and I'm going to, just let me move this other stuff out of the way. I'm going to put it on here. Now I've got to decide which way I want it, or whether I want this one on there first. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. Now you can do it either way. You can put your, what do I do with the cards now? You can put your main focal point on the right, or you can put it on the left. It really doesn't matter. You've just got to make sure you get whatever you want. Now, I don't know if you can see this with the light behind it, but I can see that this goes to about there. So I'm not going to get a lot of that. If I move it over, it's going to be even less. Yeah, I think you can just see that, the line there. So it's a matter of working out what you want to have on there. So this one, if I did this one, for this first one, I'll get quite a bit of that. I think I'll do that because I'm going to do something different with the second piece. So I think I'll do this because I'll still get quite a bit of that. So what I'm going to do, if I can find my pencil, okay, I'll use my pen. I'm just going to mark that where I'm going to put that to. I'm not really worried about this bit down here, but what I'm going to do, and I'm using my Turbo Tacky glue for this, so I'm just going to put some glue down in that area. It's just a bit more accurate than trying to do it on the design paper. So I'll put that there. So I've got that mark there to help me work out where to do it, where to put it. All right, so I'm putting all of that on there. Just going to make sure it's down properly. And normally I would leave that to sit and dry for quite a while, but I don't actually have that luxury today. So we're just going to trim that off, and I'll get it as close as I can to the edge. Alright, and now I'll do this other side. And I'm just going to cut that off. Being left-handed, it's a little bit difficult to get in there. So I'll cut that off. And I'll just do this one as well. Right, and you can see that I haven't got that real accurate, so I'll just go over that again where it needs it. This one's not too bad. Alright, so that's what I've got now. Okay, so I've got some bits and pieces here that I could put with that. The piece I've cut off already, that could go on there. I'll have to trim that off, but that could go on there. But let me see what else I've got. Now this is the back of that, which is really beautiful. That would be a nice one to use as well for that. So I'll just see what I've got. There's a small one. Now that's got a few little flowers there. That would be nice too. So how about we put that one on there? And we don't need to mark it this time because we know where we're going with it. There's a bit of a blob there, didn't I? Right, so I'll put that on there, move that away, oops. Because these are from the same collection, they're going to match. Oops, I moved that then. Okay, you can see the colours all match up in there. And we'll do the same thing again. Cut off that excess, bit of excess glue there, so I'll get rid of that. So I'll just cut that bit off there. Just trying to get it as straight as I can. It's a little bit messy. And then we'll cut this one. I'll cut it from this side. Just be careful when you're doing this that you don't cut the fold. You could also use your craft knife for this, for all of it. And that one's a bit too big, isn't it? I haven't done that very well at all. if you go this way, your blade's actually going to guide you where to go because it's leaning up against the fold. Okay, so we've got that. So there's one. What's that one? So I didn't do I've got a tag there, which you could put there or on there, but I wanted to use that for this other one. I was going to use it on this one. So let's go and try that one now. So with the winkles, with the clear pen, you can actually just, I don't know if you can see that going on. You see how, yeah, you can see that, can't you? I don't know that you can see it from back there, but it just gives it a bit of a lift. Just very quickly do some of these. So I just wanted to show you how it works. I've used a lot of these types of pens over the years, but I can tell you now, this is the most glittery I have ever seen. I was quite surprised when I first used it, which was on those two cards I showed you before. Alright, so I'll do this a little bit here. Can you see all of that glitter on there? So much shine on it. I think there's actually more that you can see in real life than what you can see on the camera. So I'll put that one aside. Excuse me. And we'll do this other card. I just thought we'd do this one a little bit differently. So I thought what I would do for this, I'll just push those out of the way. I just wanted to put the whole piece on this time, and I want to try and get as much of those flowers as I can. And I'm just going to do it like that. But what I want to do, I actually want to put, because there's nothing else, no second one, I just thought it'd be nice to put a line underneath that. So if I just do that, take that away. Now this is one of those, another one of the winkles. This is like a light violet, it's called. I thought I'd just show you how it works. Now I did a practice with this before, so I've got a line there. That's what I'm going to try and achieve on here, but I want it in the purple. Now when you first get these, they have this yellow thing there to stop them being activated. So when you put this in, there's a, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little knob thing in there which goes into there and punches it so that you can actually get the liquid to come through. Do I put that on right? Yep. So make sure it seals properly so that it's completely down the bottom. And then you need, there's a bit there that says push, so you need to push that to get it to come out. Whoops, I've pushed it a bit too hard, haven't I? Okay. Don't push it as hard as what I just did. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. And I'm just going to hold this. Now I did find when I did the last one that if I didn't hold it down properly, it didn't fill in properly. So I'm just doing it like that, just trying to get all the bits, not lose any bits. You see how it's sitting up? It's not real good, but I think probably some temporary tape or something on the back might help, because it likes to pop up. So let's have a look and just see. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. So I'll put that back on. I think it dries pretty quick. Yeah, that's already dry. Okay. So now I'm going to put glue over the whole part of that. Just got to be careful I don't get it onto the winkles. because I don't want it to be diluted by the glue. Now, if you prefer to use double-sided tape, you can do that. I just prefer to use wet glue for things like this. I don't use a lot of double-sided tape, but I sometimes do. Now, we've just got to get this into the right spot. It's got to be completely covered up the top here and on down the bottom. So this is just, I don't even think it's a full page out of that book. So let's have a look. I think we'll just go about like that. As long as you've got the top covered, you're right. Now hopefully, yep, I think I've got quite a bit of that flour. There's a tiny bit of glue coming out there. And see, can you see there how it's actually diluted that just a little bit? It's not too bad. I don't think anybody will notice, but I did. This is just a little bit different way to use your design paper. Excuse me. Now, make sure that's all completely down. And we'll trim this. As I said, you can use your craft knife if you prefer. Just try to get it as close as you can to the edge. And now I'll do this one. That's pretty good. So there's our card. It looks like I've gone just a bit crooked there. Fix that up. That looks really nice. I'm really happy with that. I haven't done that one before. Okay, what did I do with that greeting that I had? Well, I've lost that, haven't I? What did I do with it? Well, it looks like I won't be putting... Oh, yeah, there it is. Gosh, I don't know how I did that. So I think I'm just going to put that over here. Where else? I could put it there without it interfering with the other bits. I'm going to put it on with a bit of tape. This is the Couture Creations double-sided tape, which I love. I use a lot of double-sided tape in my cards. And that's what I've done on the earlier two cards that I made as well. They've got the double-sided tape. So let me just... This is a new roll. So I'll just measure that up a bit. I'll do it to about there. This is really strong tape. So it just doesn't let go. Take that off. And this is from that that stamp set for with sympathy, it's called. Excuse me. Okay. So just put that here. And that's it. We're done. So I will go over with the winkles and do some flowers on here. And there's the other one, and I'll stamp it or put one of these sort of greetings to lift it up. That's it. So that's the two cards we've made today, and it hasn't taken very long at all. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.